Shalom. I want to start by first giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, and by Hashem Harakah Kadash. Double honors goes to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and a sincere shalom goes to the elect Akim out here pushing this truth in all four corners in truth and in sincerity. I want to go into this quick testimony. Basically, it took me a little while to do this because I was trying to kind of get an understanding of everything that was going on in it, and time had elapsed with all the scenarios that had went on, and I had to wait a little bit to get a better understanding of basically what everything happened. Well, I'm gonna just go ahead and get to it. This was probably stemming from sometime in May. I was having not an argument, but I guess you could say it was a disagreement with a certain individual, a female. Well, one of my children's mothers. I'm gonna keep it to that. She was getting on my nerves. She called me. She was sauced up. Just getting on my nerves. Just kept pressing buttons, and I ain't a person. I know how to deal with her. I hang up on her and stuff like that. But at this particular time, she wanted to be. I guess a demon was dealing with her. She kept calling back, and I thought she was gonna be like, basically, I thought she was gonna be on some different type of stuff when she called back. But anyway, to make a long story short, I can't particularly remember exactly what we was having a disagreement about or what disagreement about, but I knew I had called her a couple. I had called her some names. I had called her a harlot and a whore and a harlot, and I ain't talked to her for probably maybe 3 weeks to a month after that. She was telling me that it had caught her in the spirit, and she told me it caught in the spirit. I mean, my kids are older or whatever. I mean, sometimes you gotta tell these women the truth and hold them accountable for their actions, But I believe she got mental issues, so I try to make it a little easy on her because I still got a couple kids live with her, And I talked to her a little bit, and she was telling me that prior to when I had Salakia, when I had said that to her, when I called her a harlot and a whore, she told me my face looked different or whatever, and she said something about she had a dream that I had talked to her, and I had the same look in my eyes when I talked to her, but she said, I can't even exactly remember what she had said at that time. She said I had called her something with a B or whatever, and I had kind of sort of looked it up on the I Google searched it, and I had found it in the Cambridge dictionary. Let me see if I can get you that. This is what I came up with. Bacchanalian. And it says it was especially of a party. She definitely had had I don't know if she do now have that same type party spirit, involving a lot of drinking of alcohol, uncontrolled behavior, and possibly sexual activities. Basically a bacchanalian orgy. I mean, She did birds of a feather flock together. She did used to be around a whole bunch of people. This was at our relationship was over. By the way, she used to hang with a bunch of people in from the neighborhood. They was sitting up there drinking that Hennessy and messing with that goddamn Molly. But when you go into the word Bacchanalian, it could go a little deeper than that. Cause this was a party. I looked up the online etymology of the word, and it says 1560, characterized by intemperate drinking. See Bacchanalian. From 1620 pertaining to Bacchanalians, a noun. It was a little deeper than this. It was a little deeper than this. That's not what I was looking for. Here we go. Bacchanalian. A drunken rivalry in 1630 from the name of the Roman festival held in honor of Bacchus, from the neuter plural of Latin Bacchanalians, having to do with Bacchus. The festival became so notorious for excess that they were forbidden by the Senate in 186 BCE. So I mean, and this all this shit was going on with this Diddy thing. It was a lot of drinking and freak offs, and that's what's been going on a whole lot with our people. With this drinking and drugging, they basically been having orgies. Let's take it back to goddamn that Woodstock type shit. This stuff been going on, and like the scriptures say, it ain't nothing new under the sun. But not to get off topic, she always be saying she tapped in with her ancestors and things like that, and her people look out for. I'm like, your people, who you talking about? She be like, my people, my ancestors. Not giving no honor to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shah. She saying she protected by excuse me, damn, I'm a little dry. She protected by her ancestors. And let's get this scripture. This is Deuteronomy 18:10. There shall not be found among you anyone making his son or daughter to pass through the fire. And this was talking about giving up, sacrificing. Salakia, there shall be none found among you anyone that make his son or daughter to pass through the fire, that use divination or observers of the time, or an enchanter or a witch. I mean, basically, that's what a lot of our people doing. Our women, they sitting up here sacrificing to these goddamn so-called idols, man. That's what they doing. Verse 11, or a charmer, or a consultant with familiar spirits, or a wizard, or a necromancer. That's what they doing. They tapping in with these tarot cards and these stones and all this, and they basically they going off, man. They being witches. Now let's go into the NLT. Let's say, for example, never sacrifice your son or daughter as a burnt offering. I mean, don't set your kids on fire for offering, but they do. They do. I believe here just last year in Baltimore, a lady was she went crazy. I don't know what the hell was going on, whether the Lord put a spirit on her, but she was making posts talking about something about the MOTB, and next thing you know, she had sacrificed her daughter. She took her out. I don't know if she burnt her or what, but let me continue on with the scripture. I'm gonna start back from the top in the NLT. For example, never sacrifice your son or your daughter as a burnt offering, and do not let your people practice fortune telling. Like you shouldn't be doing that, trying to predict your future, or using sorcery, or interpret omens. Like all of a sudden she want to be so deep talking about trying to put dreams together, say what this mean and what that mean, or engage in witchcraft, or cast spells, and or function as mediums or psychics, or call forth the spirits of the dead. And that's what a lot of these people be doing, and they don't even know what they're doing. Do the scriptures. They don't want to receive this because of that plantation Christianity, and us being taught these scriptures wrong. They don't want to hearken into the word of the Lord when there's real teachers out here now. And ultimately, that's why this place got to be destroyed, man. I ain't never think it would be a time where I couldn't. I mean, I can get women, but I just don't. That shit just get on my nerves. Like I can't goddamn deal with them. I don't got the patience for them. Cause all of them fucking bugged out. It's like the same shit. All you think one you move from this one to this one, and you think it's gonna be better, but all of them fucking bugged out. And I'm just sitting up here trying to hold out, wait till the kingdom. Don't get me wrong. I do burn, but shit, it don't be worth it, man. Because you sit up here and cut into these damn, you don't even know what the hell you dealing with. You cut into one of these damn women. Just so happened I thought the one I cut into was halfway decent, and she flipped the script on me. I guess she was decent in the season when we was dealing with each other or whatever. But I just wanted to bring this testimony out, and just tell brothers to be on their watch, man, because these goddamn women, man. I'm gonna end it on that note. Shalom.